Hey guys, it's been a while nung nag-last FB Live ako but now I'm here again. So I hope that you are fine. I'm greetings everyone from all over the world, especially to my kababayans in Philippines and to other parts of the world. So happy weekend to everyone. I know that for some of you, it's too late in the Philippines and other parts of Asia, but here in Europe, it's only 7:50 for me, at least at the Central European time. So I have some time to show you some updates about the Philippine market, and I would like also to show to you my analysis on Dito Telecoms, in the US stock market, forex, and the cryptocurrency, specifically the Bitcoin, which, as far as I know, just hit again another all-time high. So let's check them all, guys. So just sit down, stay relaxed, and enjoy. So if you are interested with this topic, then let's discuss. All right, guys. So let's start with the PSEI. So I'm looking at the PSEI chart, historical chart. It's a 5 years chart, and let's just draw some important levels. So this is the high of the 5 years. This is the low of the 5 years. Beside that, we can see also can draw some trend line here. It's our very important long-term trend lines. So ayan. So we have here this symmetric triangle. We broke down last March 2020. This is the time when the COVID pandemic started, the lockdown in Philippines started as well. And then started to recover and retested on the last month of 2020. But we failed to break above that. So we had some double tops here and then broke down, engulfing bearish, but uh, neutralized by another bullish candle. However, the retest towards that resistance level failed. So we have now this small box here, looking at the weekly. So at this point, basically at this chart, looking at this chart, we are a little bit bearish. However, it's not yet confirmed because we can draw here some trend at a trend line as well, but that candles are still holding. As you can see, they did not yet break below this bullish engulfing or 180 reversal candle. So it's not really an engulfing candle, just a neutralizing candle, which neutralizes this bearish long wide range bearish candle, neutralized by another wide range bullish candle. So basically, the net result here is zero. So we can cancel out these two and focus on this. So what we can see here, guys, is that we have a hammer candle. So not perfectly a hammer because the body of the body of the candle is ranging from the 50% of the length of the total candle. And then we have here an inside candle and then another bearish candle. So, but this bearish candle is still not breaking below the 6612 level. So we are still not saying that we can go bearish here. However, from this look, we have here ascending channel, or so to say, not a channel, but like ascending triangle, and this ascending triangle usually leads to a bearish move. So the measured move is towards this low to retest this low, or at least this one as a target, and this one. These are key pivot levels. So at the long-term perspective, we do not know yet which direction will the PSEI go. So because it can break down below this 6612, or it can stop hunt everything, all the stop losses here. So basically, banks or institutional traders knows that all traders who are long with PSEI are placing their stop losses here at 66 20 level. So they can hit your stop loss first, then reverse and retest this high, I mean this resistance, and again this resistance. So this is what we can say for now with the PSEI. So still consolidation. So again, look for 6612 level. It can still overshoot and back. So it depends what kind of candle will be printed here. So my advice is that you just don't jump to the water and make your trade. So my advice is that let the market show first what it wants to do. Is it breaking below this level and closing with a solid bearish candle, or it's breaking below this level but printing a pin hammer, bullish pin hammer, or a doji candle, something like that. So it really depends on what is going to be printed here. So if I'm a trader, I will just be patient. I will just be patient for the PSEI to show what it wants to do. Okay, so based on price action. So looking at the daily, we see here creating some higher lows, but we have here a support level. So exactly if the support level will break, which is close to 6612, it depends what kind of candle will be printed. So don't just get trapped by putting in the mind that once it breaks, it will already follow through. Because there are times that it can happen that it breaks and the next day prints another bullish engulfing candle. So that's the one that we want to see. So usually I apply it in Forex as well, even in stocks, to really wait for that stop hunting. The stop hunting is really about watching a key level and thinking ahead that we know that those people who are going long are putting their stop losses here. So the institutional traders will try to push that price low so that you will be kicked out of your trade. So ito yung tinatawag na shakeout, di ba? So it already happened many times, and I know for sure that if you are trading in any market or even in Philippine market, if you have been trading a lot, I'm pretty sure that you have already experienced that. You put your stop loss, you get stop out, and then suddenly the trend, I mean the price reverses back and go to that intended direction, but without you. So the way how I trade nowadays is really to look for that stop hunting patterns. So actually, this kind of pattern, what it's showing now, is also a type of stop hunting because we have here this trend line, and big traders knows that those traders are placing their stops just below this trend line. So if you are going long in this trade, I mean this level, you see a reversal candle. Stop losses are placed here. There are some traders who are putting the stop loss below the trend line, which is actually not really so safe because the price can still overshoot that and and go back and go to that direction opposite to your, I mean, go to that direction what you intended. All right, so that's PSEI. We need to be patient here, but what I can say is that you go bullish if you see the stop hunting pattern. So how do you determine stop hunting patterns? Very basic. You need to see pin hammers or bullish engulfing candles, and those candles should be existing on the key levels, just like this. And another is if the price can close above this trend line. So for me, it means a recovery from the bearish move. So also another one is that if the price breaks above this descending trend line, then of course it can still fluctuate here in this range area. But above this, if it can close here and showing some bullish engulfing or ping hammers, then I would go long to PSEI. Right, so that's PSEI, guys. Right, so now let's look at Dito because there are many people who are already asking me. Actually, one of my followers or student subscriber of my weekly stock update already asked me if it's already good to trade Dito. So actually, I posted it today that I think there is a mean reversion setup which is happening to Dito. So mean reversion is basically sometimes the prices are extending far away from its average. So, for example, a price is actually trading just above or below the average. So, for example, for an uptrend like this, we have an EMA 21 as an our average. Then sometimes price moves a little bit above and then goes back to the average, and then above goes back to the average, above again and goes back to the average. So that's mean reversion. But now it really extended too far away from the EMA 21, but we have another average, EMA 105. So it overshoots and again go back to the average. So the question now is, will it hold? Will it still drop again, or will it continue to move up? So we do not know yet. So nobody knows actually. But my job now is to give you some probabilistic analysis. So how do I do that? So I have actually a mean version. It's another strategy that I use besides my um, bread and butter, so-called squeeze pivot trading system that I have developed. So let me show to you. I have two kinds of mean reversion strategy. One is using Bollinger Bands and the other one is Keltner channel. So let me show you the Bollinger Band type. Now this is very basic. I have two kinds of Bollinger Band. The other one is the three standard deviation, the violet or the purple one, and the two standard deviation, the red one. And the white one in middle of the channel is the EMA 21 as a kind of center point. Right, so how do I use it? So I know that the trend is uptrend. It's very clear. So, right, so higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we drop below. I mean, the price goes below this support level here, which is a key level. However, if you project a trend line from here to here, you see there is a support trend line, and the price is bouncing above that. So So how do I use my since it's still an uptrend in the long term? Okay, Dito is basically still an uptrend, even if it dropped a big amount. It's still an uptrend in a long term perspective. See that? So even the EMA is still sloping into an upward. So there's no question it's still an uptrend. Of course, you can argue with me that at 1 hour it's a bearish. So about trends, it's always important to specify what kind of time frame are you using to say what is the trend. So for now, I say that it's a long-term perspective. Looking at this daily chart, it's an uptrend. Okay, no question, no doubt. Right. So what's next? So how do I use my mean reversion strategy for this? So you see that we have an uptrend. The price is hitting the three standard deviation Bollinger Band, then went up and then closed above the two standard deviation Bollinger Band. This is this qualifies my mean reversion strategy in terms of Bollinger Bands. So my theory now is that the Dito price will hit will try to retest this EMA 21, and depending on the strength or momentum of the move, it can even still test this EMA, I mean this Bollinger Band, the upper channel 2 standard deviation, or the 3 standard deviation. We do not know, but so far the price of D2 has been hitting the 3 standard deviation maximum, right? So, so basically, the theory about mean reversion is that prices can move high and low, but they are contained in a standard deviation. So, if you have studied statistics or probability statistics, prices doesn't really, in average, it doesn't really go to more than three standard deviation or four, five. It always reverts to its mean, just like what happened here. How no matter how bullish you are, prices in the stock market can always revert to its mean, just like what happened here. Then up again and revert to the mean. Now, this move is really going too much from its mean, right? The mean is here. So the tendency is to go back to the mean. And again, if the momentum is too strong, it can still retest this high or even here. We do not know. So how to trade then? So, but it also doesn't mean that it won't retest this one. It can also happen that we retest support before hitting the mean. Okay, so how to do it? So it means that if you enter your trade, you buy now or buy the current price, you should always set your stop loss here. Okay, so but you will ask me, sir, that is 29% far away from the current price. So percent to me doesn't matter, guys. Uh, 29%. So it's a matter of position sizing. So how to do it so that you are not losing 29% of your capital. Basically, you should not put all your capital to one trade. So how to do it? How to position size? So basic, you just measure this current price to your stop loss. That is 3.34 points or 3.34 points below. So if, for example, you have 100K capital, I would like and then I just would like to to have a loss of 1,000 pesos per trade. Then what I'm going to do, so to make sure that I will only lose 1,000 pesos in that trade, if I'm not right, if my stop loss will be hit, then say 1,000 divided by, sorry guys, my throat is aching. Okay, so that was 3.34. So 1,000 divided by 3.34. That's the distance from the current price to the stop loss. We need only to buy 299.4, or we round off to 300 shares for D2. Okay, not more. So if it depends on what kind of how much capital you are. So in my case, I always risk only 1% of my capital. So it means that I'm willing to lose 1% of my capital in every trade. So if I have 1,000 and I'm only willing to lose, I mean, I will buy 300. That's 300 times current price, 11.38. So I will only allocate 3,400 pesos for this trade. So that's it. So it's really a matter of position sizing. But of course, the smartest move is really to check whether price will retest this and then create another bullish candle, or let's say a hammer, then buy the break above the high of the hammer. Because in this way, there is a lower probability for you to get stop out, and then maybe you will be buying at the lower price. Okay, and then your first target is really this EMA 21 bonus if it will retest this. So how to do it also? You sell a half when it hits the EMA 21, then you move your stop somewhere below a certain candle while the price is moving. Then, or you move your stop loss to the break even where you bought the stock. So, for example, you bought it here, move your stop to break even, but you have already taken out profits, half of it, when the price is hits here. So in that way, you have a risk-free trade now. Okay, so if the price hits this one, then that's a bonus. If the price goes back to where you bought it, then you just simply gained half of the or zero point 0.5 of your risk. So not bad. So rather than losing or making your position become a loser, from a winner to loser, that's the bad one. Okay? This is the risk management that I'm always using and I'm teaching to the people who are enrolling to my course. So again, guys, if you are interested to learn from me, the strategies that I am using, especially my proven and tested squeeze pivot trading system that I can use for any kind of market. I can use it in US market. I can use it in Philippine market. I can use it in cryptocurrencies. I can use it in forex. Name it, guys. Commodities, oil, gold, metals. That's my bread and butter. Only one trading system. But this one is my second trading system. However, still under development. I'm still fine tuning everything. Maybe later on, sooner or later, I will be deploying it in the live account. But I think the strategy that I'm using right now is the squeeze pivot trading system because I have already back tested it, forward tested, tested in real market, and it's working well. All right, so I'm done with Tito. I hope analysis to the S&P 500 or the index for the US market. All right, so SPX. Okay, so you can see some kind of chart that I'm using for my squeeze pivot trading system. So maybe you will get some of my ideas here. Okay, so basically at the monthly pivot, price is above monthly pivot. That's bullish. Trend is uptrend, bullish for the daily chart, the monthly. So we are bullish monthly for this month for the S&P 500. No matter there is a it doesn't matter if there are any news or bad news or something. We just check the chart, and based on this chart, we are bullish on this S&P 500 market. All right, so let's check the weekly pivot. The last week also was bullish. So as you can see, it was trending. And one thing that I can tell you For example, the um, unemployment rate went down. So that's pretty good. Pretty good news for the U.S. market. And there was also some news like yeah. So the stimulus, that was the main trigger for the bullish market last week, and I even have posted it in my Facebook page that market will be green, and it was true. Monday green, but of course it pulled back to the weekly pivot. But you see, the whole week was trending. All right, so what are we going to do now? So basically, we are still bullish on S&P 500. We break above this previous month high, or not yet. So still trying to break above, but we are consolidating. So we stay bullish on the. You want short this market right now. So this is not this kind of setup now. It's really not time to short this market. So, but we'll see. So it might get overextended later. Okay. So see that trend line. So see it might get overextended. So watch out for that. So you can see also this one Fibonacci retracement 1.272, and then this one. These are my targets. So first one 39.87. Second one is around 40.60. Right. So that's S&P 500. So guys, I need to cut this short, but I will be going live again in maybe tomorrow because as you can hear, my son is already crying, so I need to attend. So, so again, guys, I hope that you enjoy my video, and I will be uploading it to my YouTube channel. You can like, subscribe to my channel if you want to get more updates. All right. So I hope you are well, and have a nice weekend.